Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super uber mega excited to share this video with you guys because I've actually been waiting a really long time to do the review on this movie and to speak about the relationship that developed between Johanna and Joanne. But before we get into further details and actually discuss everything, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know your personal opinion down below in the comments if you guys have watched the movie and what is your personal ratings, on it. So, like I said, I've been waiting for quite a while. I just couldn't find the time to actually go ahead, take my time and watch it. But to be honest, I'm really happy I finally got the time to watch it because I feel like it is a movie that is worth a review. Because compared to the other lesbian movies out there, this one actually brings a whole different dynamic to a lot of different conversations that I feel like is very realistic in today's society. And today we will have to discuss this obsession that basically a student ends up having with her teacher who is in this case a lesbian yet. So it's a whole lot that actually developed between these two. And let me tell you, it's 100 trillion percent worth the watch. I will be giving my rating of this movie in this case by the end of the video. But let me tell you, if you haven't watched this movie, you are 100 trillion percent missing out because the plot is super interesting and it definitely, keeps you connected and to figure out what is the truth, that actually happened between these two. So yes, let's get right into further details. So basically, it is a 2024 Norwegian drama film. It follows an adolescent, in this case Joanne, who falls for her teacher and documents her intense emotions in writing, leading her mother and grandma to confront their own views of love and self-discovery. Yes, so basically Joanna, who is the teacher, and she actually joins the school as a new teacher, becomes Joanne's language teacher. She is very charismatic and always so attentive towards her students in this case, and that is one of the reasons why Joanne thought she might like her or maybe be interested in her because of the way she is and how thoughtful and caring she is towards her students. And on the other hand, we have Joanne, like I already said, she becomes super obsessive with the teacher, and she kept, on creating fantasies and scenarios to get closer and closer to the teacher to spend more time with her so that she can finally tell her what she feels for her in this case. So the movie is basically called Dreams. Yes, Dreams. I had to watch it with subtitles because like I said, it is a Norwegian movie. It is available to watch on Mubi. So let's get a little bit more details regarding everything. So like I said, Joanna, one thing I have to say, I feel like she kind of knew that in this case, Giovanni felt something for her, in my personal opinion. But I also do feel like she didn't see it as maybe there might be something because she was just like being okay, she's a student, she needs me, I'm a teacher, I'm charismatic. I know, like, I don't know what she's going through, but I just want to be supportive towards her to help her, whatever she's going through, and also giving her kneeing classes because there's something that, in this case, Joanna thought she could do in order to get closer to Joanna in this case. On the other hand, I can clearly say that you can see that in this case, Joanna, she was just super obsessive over her teacher. Like I'm telling you, just super obsessive. She couldn't sleep if she couldn't speak to her. She couldn't eat if she couldn't speak to her. If she didn't see her during the day, it was just bothering her and just making her like not feeling herself and just crying. And it was just a whole lot. So later on, when she finally finished her writing, and obviously she asked her grandma to read it, her grandma was super surprised by the fact that she didn't know like her daughter pursued that side of obsession. And not only that, you can also but it's not like this obsession in a dangerous way or in a harmful way. It's more like an emotional way that you want to be with someone, but you don't know if that person feels the same for you. And you also know that that person is way older than you. And not only that, you also know that this person is your teacher. For the circumstances of your reality, you cannot be with this person, and this person is not indicating that they want you, but you might feel because they are so charismatic towards you and so caring towards you that they might feel the same way. And that's basically not the case. So later on, obviously, after her grandma read it, then her mom read it, and her mom started to be concerned. Should she press charges? What is going on? Did this woman actually do something way more with my daughter, yes or no? But later on, at the end of the movie, we can clearly see that in this case, Joanne's, mother have decided to speak to, in this case, to Joanne and ask her like the reality of everything that happened. And basically, Joanne was very honest with her and told her mom like the my writing says, like nothing happened, it's just me. I wanted to be with her, but I knew that it wouldn't be possible. But I'm also confused if she wanted me or not. And later on, obviously, there was a conversation about actually publishing her writing, and they were going back and forward. Then later on, her mom have decided to actually reach out to Johanna and to speak to Johanna and to see what was Johanna's, in this case, perspective on it. And Johanna had a very sincere conversation with Joanna's mother and said, hey, I'm happy you're not pressing charges. I am happy that in this case we could sort this out, and if you guys want to go ahead and publish it, I'm okay with it, but I want you to understand something, that in no under any circumstances that I thought your daughter liked me or she had a crush on me. In my personal opinion and in my personal defense, I just saw her as a student that came by and that wanted to have me in classes, and I was willing to help her. Maybe I should have cut things off, but I didn't know that she was feeling this way, and this is how her feelings towards me was actually, because if I knew, I would have cut it off way earlier. And obviously Johanna, and in this case Joanne's mother, asked her, but you kind of did know, and said, no, I didn't, because if I knew, I would have cut it off. Like I said, I don't mean to disrespect your daughter or anything, but she's not my type. Like, I will never do or go, basically, to sum it up, go down that route. So they kind of had this very deep conversation where, both of them said their own opinions on what the circumstances compared to Joanne is writing, and compares to Joanna's opinion of her reality also, because like I said, there's always two sides of the story. And you can also see that in this case, Joanna, she kind of felt upset because she felt like Joanna, she did leave out important information as well on the signs that she was giving, that she wasn't interested or she didn't have no knowledge about the crush that she had on her. And later on at that final scene, you can actually see that in this case, Joanna's partner, who is a woman, actually comes in the picture, and that's when her mother realized, yeah, my daughter was just tripping. It was just a crush on a teacher that went way, way, way beyond, and she wrote an amazing book based on it. And at the end of the movie, you can also see that in this case, Joanna, she actually rekindles or basically re-meets with someone that she was actually introduced through Joanna. So it looks like they might have kicked off and had something romantically. But the story is, I know I might sound all over the place, but it's just more of the story to sum it up. It's about a student that gets obsessive regarding her teacher. Her teacher might have had knowledge about her feelings, but her teacher didn't in no matter, participate in her feelings, because she was just trying to be supportive towards her and just to be a good, caring teacher that she is. And obviously that was misunderstood by the student, in this case Joanne, because of her way that she is. So it was just a whole misunderstanding, but obviously in this case Joanne's feelings towards Joanna was sincere, but it was not in no matter no how reciprocated. So the movie is very good in my personal opinion. I will highly recommend all of you to go ahead and go watch it to get your own opinion and review on it. It's basically called Dreams. It is a new movie that was released in 2024 through 2025. And not only that, like I said, it's available to watch on Mubi, and I'm telling you, you have to watch it. It's a very long movie, almost 2 hours long. So, get ready, sit tight, and go ahead and go watch it. And if you have, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. So yes, guys, that's basically it. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Until the next video, and goodbye.